Hello everybody and welcome to the semi-finals of the WBE Let's Go League, which I'm really excited to have made. We had that incredible undefeated regular season, which I'm so happy about. And now we've made it to the semi-finals and we're facing off against Elliot, Galactic Elliot, and the Chicago Cubchoos again, who has done amazingly. Like, his latter season was really good and he actually played quarterfinals and played really well against Dan, and now he is in the semis, so well done to him for getting this far. As I say, we played before and I did win that one. We won kind of okay, but he does have some big threats. So I'll talk about them in a second. If you're just interested in the battle, you can skip to that using the timestamp in the description below. As always, go and check out Elliot's side of the battle because he'll, I'm sure, have changed stuff up, have brought a really interesting team, so you need to see that. But let's look at the matchup. So his team is really interesting. It's got some huge threats on there, some Pokemon that I think are very overlooked in this format. What I thought was the biggest threat on his team last time was his Alolan Raichu, because I thought it could go for an agility and just really put a lot of damage on my team, outspeeding Mega Aerodactyl once it's got an agility up. But I've since learnt that that's completely wrong, because the only way to get Alolan Raichu is through an in-game trade or through transferring an Alolan Raichu from Pokemon Go. So you can't evolve a Pikachu into an Alolan Raichu, and only Pikachu learns agility. So Alolan Raichu doesn't actually learn agility, so it's not as big of a threat as I thought it was. It's still a massive threat because it just takes on my team so well. Like, my main electric type stop, I guess, is Nidoking, which is obviously very weak to the psychic type attacks, so I need to be careful of that. And he's also got a Slowbro. My team in general is weak to psychic, and Slowbro is also really good at stopping Mega Aerodactyl because it's so defensive. So I need to watch out for those two, and as well as that, just some, scary, speedy things. I think now normal Aerodactyl is actually one of his best offensive threats because that does get agility, and just Rock Slide and Earthquake do a lot of damage to my team, so I need to watch out for that. In terms of the rest of his team, the main thing that I'm concerned about is just the general bulk. He's got a very bulky team, which is an issue for my Mega Aero to take on. So the big problem, Slowbro is the biggest problem in the bulk department, but other things are Marowak, which could set up rocks and allow Aerodactyl to be more of an offensive Pokemon, so I actually think it is worth the bring. Also Kangaskhan, because it is generally very bulky and does hit quite hard, and Vileplume also, because nothing really takes out in one hit on my team. It can potentially put something to sleep, so I need to watch out for that. Outside of that, he does have his Mega Beedrill. I don't think that that's actually one of the bigger threats on his team. I outspeed it with my Mega Aero, and I've got some things to take hits. I've got quite a few bug resistances, and not as many poison resistances, but still, my Mega Aero can actually just switch in on Mega Beedrill, and he doesn't want to give me opportunities to switch that in. So I don't actually think it's I think his best team would probably leave Mega Beedrill at home. I understand U-turn momentum is probably very good for him, but I think actually his best team would leave Mega Beedrill at home, but it being his Mega and it being his first pick, I doubt that he'll do that. So we'll see if he brings it. Anyway, the team that I'm actually bringing a really similar team to last time because, one, I've been super busy in my life recently, so I haven't had much time to prep for this. In fact, last time I was much more prepped than I am this time. I've probably forgotten half the things that I researched last time. But anyway, we're bringing pretty much the same Mega Aero with Rock Slide, Earthquake, Crunch coverage. I've put Roost on there because I do think there are a number of things that I can Roost on and that I would beat only if I do have Roost on my set. But otherwise, Wing Attack would be quite nice for an accurate way to take down Butterfree rather than having to rely on Rock Slide, and also something to hit Vileplume a bit harder. But I do think that I hit things hard enough as it is. We've then got Nidoking. Last time I brought a careful one because I was so scared of the Raichu. I actually don't think that's necessary now, so I'm going to bring an adamant one. I can still take a Psychic from a timid Alolan Raichu, and obviously Oko it in return, but we're going adamant this time because I do think that just the power will be really helpful. Having an adamant super powerful Kangaskhan will immediately put it in range of Aero, so that's really helpful. And it's going to be my Stealth Rocket too, which I'm always a bit concerned about getting rocks up. I think it's very important this time to help take down things like Aero, to help chip down Kangaskhan and Slowbro, but we'll see if we get them up, because I think Adamant Nidoking, you're very tempted just to click attacks, so we'll see if we actually do get the rocks up this time. We've then got the same Poliwrath as I bought last time, defensive, Waterfall there for its primary stab, hitting most things. He does have a number of fighting resists, but I do want to put Superpower on there to take down his Kangaskhan, although actually I might swap that up for Brick Break just in case the screens go up from things like Raichu or Slowbro, although this guy won't be staying in on them, so he probably isn't the best Brick Breaker. So this set is probably staying Waterfall, Superpower, Ice Punch there for a number of things actually, mainly for the Vileplume switch-in, but it also helps with things like the Butterfree, for example. It does more damage than Waterfall, so I'm sure there's something else that I'm forgetting, but those are the main things. And then Toxic is there for Slowbro, which switches in very easily, so if I can Toxic that really helps me out. We've got Venusaur here. This thing it's able to tank a Psychic from Raichu and do massive damage with Earthquake. Good chance to one-hit KO after Stealth Rock. I am bringing Sassy again. This is the same as last time, just because if I went for Calm, because I dropped my attack, I actually am not. I've got a much better chance to one-hit KO after Rocks if I bring Sassy instead of Calm, and the drop in speed doesn't really affect too much. It's only things like Butterfree or Dugong that might outspeed me. I'm not too scared of them. Sleep Powder is really there for Butterfree. If I can put Butterfree to sleep, then it's not a threat at all. So hopefully I can do that, but we'll see if he lets me do that. This is also my best switch into Vileplume, as I'm faster and can Sludge Bomb it, and I've got better special defense, and hopefully I can beat it 1v1, but we'll see about that. We've got a Snorlax here. Last time I brought Jolly because it would then always outspeed Slowbro, but honestly, I don't think that that's something that I should be worrying about. If I can get Toxic on Slowbro, that's all I need, and then chip damage with Facade. I'm not doing tons of damage to Slowbro anyway, so I don't know why I was so concerned about outspeeding it. Facade was really helpful last time because I got Toxic like turn 2, and I managed to nuke Kangaskhan, basically took it out of the game, and that was so important last time. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. I would imagine that Elliot's going to be a lot more careful about giving my Snorlax boosted Facades, but I thought it was worth bringing again. We've got Earthquake on here because that takes on some things like Raichu. Obviously I need to be able to hit Raichu for as much damage as possible. Without a boosted Facade, Earthquake is my best way to do that, and it also means that Aerodactyl can't roost on me as easily. Ice Punch is there for the Aerodactyl, as well as things like Butterfree. It also hits Marowak for more damage, and also Vileplume if I don't have my boosted Facade. So Ice Punch is quite nice coverage there. Nothing too hard to hit Slowbro too hard, but if I Toxic it, that's great. And obviously he doesn't want to Toxic me in return, so 1v1 I should do better against Slowbro, but we'll see. And the final Pokemon, again, is going to be Kabutops, which I wasn't sure about last time. I wasn't sure if I should bring this or Articuno. I ended up bringing this, and it did so much work, and so I thought I had to bring it again. Aqua Jet is such a good matchup against this team, and Waterfall does so much damage. I don't really need Rock Slide, like Aerodactyl's hit by Waterfall. Butterfree takes like 80% from Waterfall, so I can follow it up with an Aqua Jet and KO. I really don't need Rock Slide on this set, I don't think so. It did so well last time. If I get a Swords Dance up this time, it would do really, really well. I'm very scared of the team, specifically Kangaskhan and Aerodactyl, I think are the biggest issues for me, and maybe Slowbro and Raichu. There are a number of issues, but I did handle it last time, so I'm a bit less concerned. If I don't win, well, I had a really good regular season. I'll be 1-1 against Elliot, so it's not like I've got a negative win-loss against anyone, and that will be fine, but hopefully we can get into the finals and maybe take home that title. To do that though, we'd have had to go completely undefeated through the entire league, which is a big ask, I think. But anyway, let's get into the battle. Okay, so we have matched with Elliot, so let's see how this goes. Let's see what he's brought this time. Last time he didn't bring some of his bigger threats, like well, I say bigger threats. Last time he didn't bring Butterfree, which could be a threat, although it has to get to +2 to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl, and even then, it has to be a timid nature, so it won't be hitting too hard. So Butterfree isn't a big problem, but it would definitely mean that I play differently. And it would be, yeah, just interesting to see if he brings, like, the Vileplume. Wow, that is so different to last time. We don't see Beedrill, which I think was the correct way. In fact, oh no, we do see Beedrill, yeah. No, we do see. So no Alolan Raichu. He's just swapped that out for the Rapidash. And also, no, what did he bring last time? Slowbro! Holy crap! I think Vileplume is very scary for me. Right here, I think a good lead would be... Like, Poliwrath is pretty good here, but if he leads Vileplume, it puts me on the back foot a bit, but I'm quite happy to lead with Poliwrath. Poliwrath is really good though, so maybe I shouldn't be leading with it, but let's just see how we go. Yeah. I have a feeling, yeah, Rapidash is gonna be a bit of a problem because of the burn opportunity, and because my Snorlax is actually quite free. I brought it for Alolan Raichu and Slowbro, and neither of them have come. So my Snorlax has kind of got a bit more free reign, so it probably can switch into Rapidash, especially if it's going for Flare Blitzers, because the recoil will be insane. So we'll see how this goes. This is a very different team to how I thought he would bring it, but yeah, we'll see. I do quite want Rocks actually this match. He's got 3 things weak to them, so I should have prioritised that a bit more. But this is fine. We've got the Marowak matchup straight away, which doesn't threaten us too much at all. We can just go straight for... I think he wants Rocks as soon as possible, so I'm going to go for a Waterfall. If he switches into Vileplume, that's fine. I'll switch into my Venusaur and go from there. But I think that probably he'll go for Rocks, and then I'll follow up with an Ice Punch. I think that's the way I'm going to play it. Yeah, he really wants Rocks. If I get the flinch though... No, he gets his Rocks early, which is very good for him. Definitely going for an Ice Punch here. Because I think he'll want to keep this around. Maybe not though, maybe he will just sacrifice it. But Vileplume is a threat. Vileplume is a threat, yeah, so I'll go for an Ice Punch. Yeah, I think Vileplume is coming out. If we can get damage on that, that's just so important for Aerodactyl. Yeah, so this is good for us. We'd obviously put Marowak out of usefulness with that anyway. So we do really good damage there, and we get the freeze. Okay, pretty good. I'm really sorry for that. Maybe you'll fall straight away, but I'm not going to take any chances here. Definitely not leaving Poliwrath in looking at the matchup. That's so crappy for Elliot. Oh my god. I haven't got much hacks so far in this league, and that is the first big hacks that I've actually got. So yeah, that's pretty big. And if I can get rid of this Vileplume, he has no Sleep Powder switch-ins, so 2 Sludge Bombs here should be pretty easy. And we do outspeed. It does though, it gets the Sludge Bomb damage on my Venusaur, which is helpful for the Vileplume, but at this stage Vileplume is slower than everything, so he's definitely going to stack it here. We'll go for another Sludge Bomb. So that's like 2 things already that can take Aerodactyl hits that are severely weakened. What even does he still have for Aero? What does he still have for Aero? He's still got his Kang. And yeah, his own Aero with agility maybe. But we take out the Ivy. I'm guessing that Rapidash is coming in here. What do I want to do? What do I need this for? I can evaluate what I need this for and potentially sack here for a free switch into something to take on the Rapidash a bit better. That's a beautiful shiny, very, very nice. So Let's see the opponent's team. Vileplume, what am I talking about? Vileplume's gone, Marowak's gone. Most things outspeed and take me out from here, so honestly, best play, probably going for, I just want damage. No, I don't need damage. Sludge Bomb would have been better. So, oh my god, that's not bad. Sleep Fodder, Venusaur, not bad. That's not bad at all, because I was already in KO range for a number of things, and I've burned the turn here. Not too crucial, but I think Snorlax is the thing I can switch into. I think Snorlax is the thing I can switch into because Flare Blitz recoil will be a lot, and it's not too helpful for other things. And if I get a burn, this might be a 2-hit KO from here, but the recoil will be insane. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it in. I can go for an Earthquake, because if he goes for the burn, I think I still take it out. Yeah, I could have switched into Kabutops there, might have been better, but risking the burn I don't think is worth it. Now I can bring in my Kabutops safely. And let's see, does that put it in range of Kabutops? I think it probably does. Yeah, I think it probably does. I could bring in Aero. What switches in on Kabutops? Not much really. I could alternate. No, I think Aqua Jet's the play here. I think he'll probably sack this, but he might switch into his Kangaskhan. Honestly, it's not an issue. If he switches into Kangaskhan, I'll still be able to get a hit on it, and that puts my Mega Aero in a really good position. I'll then be able to bring in my probably my Nidoking to get rocks up. Okay, so we take out this Mercury here. What does he bring in? I think he has to bring in Kangaskhan. Yeah, I think he has to bring in Kangaskhan. So we do take out Rapidash. Vileplume's gone, Marowak's low. He's only got his Kang, his Beedrill, and his Aero. This isn't too bad. Kang is still the big threat. Yeah, and if we can get damage on this here, then we're doing pretty well. So we just go for a Waterfall here. We just need to get as much damage as possible. Earthquake doesn't take us out. We get the Waterfall damage. Doesn't put it in range of Aero yet. Do I go for the Aqua Jet or do I save it because he could well have Sucker Punch? No, we go for the Aqua Jet. We go for the Aqua Jet. That might even, if we get the Aqua Jet damage. Oh, that's very close to Aero range. Very, very close to Aero range. But honestly, I think I've got a defensive Poliwrath at full health right here. And I think going Poliwrath right now is my play. Do I take it out? But maybe not. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it is my play, because whatever happens, I don't go for Superpower. I can't afford to drop my attack stat because of the potential for an Agility Aero. So what I go for here is Waterfall. And actually, what might be better is if I go down. So he's got the Thunder Punch. How much is that doing? Nothing. That does nothing. Although 2 Thunder Punches will put me in the range of Aerodactyl. So yeah, what I might do here. I don't want to kill Kangaskhan. Don't want to kill Kangaskhan. This might be really stupid. Do I definitely KO Aero and Beedrill from full? I do. So I'm gonna go into this. May look really stupid, but Poliwrath is not a one-hit KO on Aerodactyl. I don't want it getting up the agility. And this way, I can go for my rocks. Yeah. This might be, I might be sacking the game here because it all hinges on Rock Slide hits. And I think that this basically sets me up for a complete win. But I still need to hit Rock Slide on the Aerodactyl. And if I miss that, I lose. I've actually kind of forgotten Marowak as well. I kind of forgot Marowak. But Marowak, no, it's not in arrow range yet. It's not in arrow range, but it can't KO arrow either. So, yeah, it can't KO arrow either. Yeah, but now what I do is go into... He has no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I go into Poliwrath. Right. I'll go into Poliwrath. I kind of have to hope that he doesn't have... I don't think he has Sucker Punch. He doesn't... No, he hasn't shown it yet. He would have gone for it against Kabutops, I think. So we can go for Waterfall here. The reason I did this was because now I can KO Aero with the Waterfall. I think I've played this wrong. I think he was willing to sack this. He would have brought in... Agility Aero is the biggest threat to my team. Agility Aero is 100% the biggest threat to my team. So if he paralyzes me here with Thunder Punch... No, he doesn't. This is okay. This is okay. So, yeah, basically, I need to hit my Rock Slide against Aerodactyl, and I think I win, as long as Marowak has no way of KOing me. My Aerodactyl in one hit. I don't think it will. Aerodactyl's super bulky. Okay, he goes into his Beedrill. I think this dies to an Earthquake. So we just go for a Waterfall here. The other thing is if this goes for an Agility, because I don't think I'd take it out with Waterfall. I think it's close though. But yeah, if this thing has Agility, I don't know why you'd bring Agility Beedrill though, because you don't have enough damage on... You don't do enough damage to Mega Aero. Like, what does it have to hit Mega Aero? I don't know. I think I can just, like, roost on it. Why would I let you get a sub up? What do you think I'm doing? No, this is all just like, I'm waiting for my free switch into my Mega Aero. And it is Jolly. I need Jolly to be able to outspeed this Beedrill. Even if he's gone Adamant, like, it wasn't... There was no point trying to get... Yeah, this is definitely an Earthquake range now as well. So, is Earthquake what I go for? Yeah, Earthquake's what I go for. It's the safest way. Yeah, so I still could lose. Definitely still could lose. I don't think that Marowak is taking me out with a Rock Slide or an Ice Punch. I can just go for an Earthquake here. And we can take out the Beedrill. I think I don't think Marowak's in KO range of Earthquake yet, but I don't think that it can KO me either. I don't think it gets Thunder Wave. Like, I just can't see myself losing apart from a Rock Slide miss on an Aerodactyl, basically. Here's the Aerodactyl. Yeah. Oh no, this is Gaia. No, yeah. Okay, this is the play I would have expected. So we go for an Earthquake here. I don't think Rock Slide takes me out. I haven't actually done this calc, but I'm assuming it doesn't because it's got a low base attack stat. And unless he's got... You know, the only thing... The only thing would be if he is like an impish Aerodactyl, but even then I think I take it out. Even then I take it out. Even if he's an impish Aerodactyl, I take it out. I need to hit. But if I hit, I win. This is still tense. Why did I, like, this Pokemon, absolutely amazing. Best thing in the format, but Rock Slide is horrible. It's so horrible, and he could still clinch this. He could still clinch this. Oh my god, I kind of can't watch, because this is what it comes down to. And we hit, and we connect, and it goes down, and that's our victory. 2-0. It's still really intense. I think that the team that Elliot brought this time was much better than the one he brought last time. For the fact that it had like a lot of the bulky Pokemon that he needed. But I still think that swapping out Beedrill for Alolan Raichu would have been better, probably. Beedrill just doesn't do very much for him. But anyway, that's it. So we're in finals. We beat Elliot again, and that's great. We're in finals, and that's super exciting. I do actually know the winner of the other matches, so if you don't want to be spoiled, like, click away now. But the winner was Hayden. Big surprise. I definitely expected Vivid to win and have to play him again, and I was terrified for that. Hayden's team is really good, but it was first week, and I beat him, and I brought the wrong Venusaur as well, so it'll be interesting to have that rematch where Hayden has gained so much momentum and has done so well. So yeah, we'll have that rematch. Oh, in this, did the freeze come into play much? I don't think so, but maybe. Like, my Venusaur would have lived another Sludge Bomb from Vileplume, and if it was just a Sludge Bomb exchange, like, nothing would have changed. He may have played differently though, you can never say it didn't have an impact at all. So I think, yeah, probably didn't have a massive impact on the game, but maybe Rapidash wouldn't have gone for a Hypnosis and might have gone for something else because Venusaur would have been low health. He might have expected me to sack it rather than switching, but obviously he anticipated the switch. So sorry for the freeze, can't say how much it affected the battle. We'd have both played differently, potentially. So, anyway, yeah, go and check out Elliot's side of the battle. I'll be back next week for the finals. Let's see if we can go undefeated and take the title. That would be pretty wicked. That's all for today. I've been foofootoo, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.